Take over communication. We're welcoming this evening Clint Woods. He's the IDEM inspector to talk to us, educate us about some of the procedures for water quality in Alexandria and some of the questions. So Clint, you have the floor.
All right. Let me whip out my computer here first. Is everybody familiar with how the drinking water viewer is? So the drinking water, if you guys have it from your phones, you guys are more than welcome to Google this and kind of follow along with me. So everything on the drinking water viewer is the public record for every single water system that's here in the state of Indiana.
And what's the site when you say the viewer? What do you?
So if you just Google Indiana drinking water viewer, it will be the first thing that pops up. And then I'll kind of walk everybody through that. I know there were some questions about things like being a public record. Right, all those things are public record. I'll just walk you through step one of how to look at all that public records first, because I kind of usually can stop the questions right then and there if there's something kind of going through. So I'll do that. So first, does anybody have any questions first before? So I'm your field inspector for all of Madison County. So I do all the drinking water, so all the municipalities for Madison County, those are what I work for.
So what is your role detail? Are you overseeing testing, results, how to test, things like that, frequency of testing?
So I oversee pretty much every aspect of your the drinking water process and the water quality for here in Alexandria. So we do sanitary surveys of the facilities every 3 years. Every month they do sampling. Then throughout the state, or not throughout the state, but there's also other requirements. Those requirements that are specific to anything will actually be here in that drinking water viewer.
Where are you getting the testing samples
Sir,
from?
excuse me, what point of order, just so you know, this is a presentation for the state, for the council.
Yeah.
We can take questions and answers in written form and at the end,
Yeah,
but it's not
we
a,
can have questions.
yes, but it's not a public hearing, so we can't actually engage in back and forth content like that tonight.
Technical.
Yeah, but if you can, get them to us and submit them to us so we can have them, and we'll get with him as well, but just so he can.
I understand, you don't have to.
That's okay, no, but once he gets his presentation done, you know, however we can proceed to try to do some engagement.
That's probably my bad.
Which one to give him, you know, and you didn't know, no, you didn't know, because normally it's a public hearing setting, and we didn't do that for tonight, so, and we if we need to do that again, we probably should with everything that's out there right now, but have a separate meeting for some Q&A and get more into that, so.
From what I understand, Clint, there are 6 sites in Alexandria that are tested, is that correct?
How many specific there are?
Yeah, there's 6, and that's based on your population served.
Right, okay. And so there are different tests. There are monthly tests, every 3-month tests, there's 6-month tests, there's yearly tests, there's every 3-year tests. So certain things are being tested regularly, and those are governed by the IDEM and then the EPA, right? Okay.
So, and that's kind of the, you know, all that information will make sense once we sit down and see the drinking water view, because it has all that information. And as soon as they pull a sample, and then they use the lab that's HML there in Muncie, so it's a third-party lab. We don't have anything to do with that. Alexandria has nothing to do with that. Once those results come out, they come directly to us, to the state, before they go to anywhere, and then it gets uploaded automatically into the drinking water view. So any testing that gets done will automatically go directly into the system.
Is he able to screen share?
He'd
He'd have to dial in, wouldn't
HDMI.
I just don't want to dump the meeting.
No,
I'm
if
still
we have him
learning
back,
all the
we'll have,
technology.
that's okay, we'll have him set up where he can.
Yes.
And then I'll be
When I get better,
hanging
yes.
around afterwards. So